Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. I have shared my screen also. Let me know whether it is visible to you or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, yesterday we have seen one method, that is regular falsi method, from which we can find out the solution of the nonlinear equation, right? Now, let us consider one more method to find out the root of this equation, which is called the Newton-Raphson method. So what is this method? It is discovered by Newton and Raphson. These two are two mathematicians or physicists, you can say. So both of them have discovered this method. So what is it actually? So if you are given any nonlinear equation which is continuous in nature, means, let me consider, suppose you are having this kind of function y is equal to f of x, which is continuous in nature. Since it is continuous and it is taking one of the function value as negative and positive, therefore from the intermediate value theorem, and we can apply the bisection method, and we can consider initial approximation. Suppose I say this is the point a comma f of a, and this is the point b comma f of b. Then initial approximation can be considered as midpoint of this 2 point, that is this one, right? So suppose somewhere over here you found the initial approximation x0. So if you see here, the corresponding function value will be this one, that is this one. This coordinate will be x0 f of x0. So only in one step we have applied the bisection method first, and we have taken the initial approximation as x0 from bisection method. Our required root is this one, क्योंकि वही point x axis को touch करता है जहाँ पर function value is equal to 0, right? So this is the required root. Now what you do, draw the tangent line at this particular point to this given curve y is equal to f of x. That means अगर हम यहाँ पर टेंजेंट ये पॉइंट पे ड्रॉ करेंगे टू दिस कर्व, it will be this kind of line, right? Please assume that this is a tangent line to this curve at this particular point. So it will touches x axis. Suppose x axis को जहाँ पर टच करा है, let me call that point as x1. तो ये टेंजेंट लाइन जो है उसका इक्वेशन क्या होगा? तो इट विल बी y माइनस वाई ज़ीरो अपॉन x माइनस एक्स ज़ीरो इज इक्वल टू, जहाँ पर हमने टेंजेंट लिया है उसका डेरिवेटिव. जनरली डेरिवेटिव इज नथिंग बट द स्लोप, right? And in that case, derivative at x0 point we have chosen. So expression of the line will be given by this one, where y0 is nothing but it is f of x0. So x minus x0 is equal to f dash of x0, right? वो जो slope m is equal to, generally we are going to consider it as a derivative. dy means small change in y, dx is small change in x. So here we have small change in y, small change in x is equal to derivative, right? dy by dx, that is, here it is f dash at x0. Now this is the equation of the tangent line which touches x axis at x1, that is this particular point. So it will touch x axis at x1, therefore y coordinate is 0 at that particular time, and x1 comma 0 is the coordinate lying on this line. Therefore this equation will be satisfied by this point as well. So therefore let us substitute these value in this expression. So what we'll have, y coordinate is 0, f of x0 will remain same, x1 is now, sorry, x is now x1 minus x0 is equal to f dash of x0. Implies from the cross multiplication I can write it as x1 f dash of x0 minus x0 f dash of x0, right? So what is our target? Our target is to find out what is this new approximation x1 is. So what we'll do, we will consider this to left hand side. So x1 is equal to 1 upon f dash of x0 डिनोमिनेटर में जाएगा और rest of the quantity क्या आएगी? We will consider this term to this side. Therefore it will be with the positive sign x0 f dash of x0, another term with the negative sign already there in the left hand side, right? So when we simplify this one, we'll get x0 minus f of x0 upon f dash of x0. तो ये जो न्यू अप्रोक्सीमेशन हमें x1 का मिला, x0 आपने ऑलरेडी बाइसेक्शन मेथड से फाइंड आउट किया था, तो f of x0 भी नोन होगा, f dash डेरिवेटिव फाइंड आउट करोगे, x0 सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे, दिस इज आल्सो नोन, दैट मींस अल्टीमेटली राइट हैंड साइड इज अ नोन क्वांटिटी which is your new approximation. We called it as x1. Once you have a x1, check for the corresponding function value. If it is 0, it will be a root. If it is not 0, then you go to this point, corresponding function पे जाइए. So this will be approximated, that point will be, and it is having coordinate x1 comma f of x1, right? Again you draw the tangent at that particular point. So अगर मैं ये tangent draw करती हूँ ये point पे to the curve, it will be this particular tangent, right? तो ये tangent मिलेगा आपको, sorry let me redraw. Oh, तो पहले I have to draw the function line which was erased. Yeah, somewhere over here we'll have this. Yeah, so this is this one. So this is the new point, and at which we are drawing the tangent. So it will be kind of, this is what the tangent is, and again it will touch x-axis. Let me call it as x2, right? So new approximation हमें x2 मिला. You can see that it is nearer to x star, the desired point, right? So again we'll have the equation of the tangent line हम draw करेंगे. तो जहाँ पर ये point है, किसका tangent line है, तो it is at x1 f of x1. तो we will have x2 can be written as, by doing all this procedure which we have done here, that you can apply for now replacing x0 by x1 and new approximation by x2, then you finally arrive at, it will be x1 minus f of x1 upon f dash of x1, जो आपको x0 के साथ ये value मिली थी. Similarly, in the similar manner, if you apply the repeated procedure for the point x1, then you will arrive at the new approximation as this one. Again x2 के पास आप function value check करोगे, वहाँ पर अगर वो 0 नहीं है, then again you go through that curve, draw the tangent at that particular moment, and this process will be repeated as up to the desired level of accuracy is obtained. So in general, x plus 1 अगर point है, तो in that case the formula will be, x2 है तो x1 होगा, तो in general if I consider xn plus 1, तो it will be xn minus f of xn upon f dash of xn, right? So this one will be the formula to find out new approximation, and here n will running from 0, 1, 2 and so on. This is iterative method, since all these expressions is depending on the previous iteration. जब x2 कंप्यूट करना होगा तो x1 पे डिपेंड करेगा, x1 कंप्यूट करना होगा तो वो x0 पे डिपेंड करेगा. So likewise this is iterative method, and this is called the Newton-Raphson method. Is this method clear to everyone? If yes, please raise your hand.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you please summarize this from the starting point?
Why?
Because I joined in late.
So you are advised to go through the recording. I am not going to repeat it. Okay, you have joined late. That is your problem. I have started it at 11. Sorry, 10:13 actually. वीडियो में देख लीजिए, अगर आपको डाउट होता है आई विल सॉल्व योर प्रॉब्लम. इज इट ओके तेजस?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let it one more there is a one more topic from which we can derive this Newton-Raphson method, that is from the Taylor's method. So I am taking that Taylor's method here as well, which will give you the same expression, that is Newton's Raphson method. So let us see to it कैसे हम वो method derive कर सकते हैं using Taylor's method. So suppose you have initial approximation as x0, you want to find out new approximation as x1. Means जब भी आप new approximation find out करोगे तो it will be either with the small distance h on the left hand side or right hand side, right? जो भी approximation आप जब भी find out करते हो तो that is at the certain distance with the either with the positive one or with the negative direction. Now let us assume that x1 is the root of the expression, that is f of x is equal to 0. तो x1 अगर root होगा तो f of x1 will be having always 0 value. In that case, when I consider f of x1 which is 0, x1 is nothing but x0 plus h. And since our given function is continuous in nature, therefore I can expand this using Taylor's expansion, and Taylor's expansion is given by f of x0 plus h f dash of x0 plus h square by 2 factorial f double dash of x0 plus up to plus so on. This is what the infinite series. Now the h value we have considered, that is very small in nature, क्योंकि आप न्यू अप्रोक्सीमेशन जब भी फाइंड आउट करते हो तो x0 के पास ही होता है, तो h will be very small in that case, and therefore h square, h cube, all these quantity will be negligible. Hence, ignoring all these infinite terms from the infinite series, we can say 0 is approximately equal to f of x0 plus h f dash of x0. In that case, I can say h is nothing but minus f of x0 upon f dash of x0. So from this one, since we have chosen our x1 as x0 plus h, that is in this case x0 minus f of x0 upon f dash of x0. तो न्यू अप्रोक्सीमेशन हमें जो यहाँ से मिला था, you can see this one from the Newton-Raphson method. By tangent line we have derived it, so that is same as this one also, right? And similarly, now new approximation has been computed x1, then x2 will be also same as, it will be plus or minus with the x1 value h, again applying Taylor's expansion to x1 plus h, f of x1 plus h. We will again ignoring the terms with h square, h cube and so on. So in that case, x2 will be approximated as x1 minus f of x1 upon f dash of x1. क्योंकि उस केस में आपको h जो है वो कैसे मिलेगा, that is minus of f of x1 upon f dash of x1. So in general, if I write xn plus 1, so it will become xn minus f of xn upon f dash of xn. So this is called the Newton-Raphson method derived from the Taylor's expansion, and this one was Newton-Raphson method derived from the tangent line. Both the expressions are same. Why we have considered this one? Because you have already studied Taylor's expansion in two variables, f of xy. तो जब आप दो वेरिएबल में टेलर्स एक्सपेंशन कंसीडर करोगे, you will have new iterated value in two variables also. In general, you can generalize Taylor's expansion for n many variables, right? And therefore, this method can be generalized for multi-variable also, because in that case Taylor's formula can be applied for the multivariable also. So up to now, the method you have studied, that is bisection method and regular falsy method, that deals with just one variable equation, whereas you can generalize this Newton-Raphson method for multivariable linear or non-linear differential equation as well. That is not in your syllabus, we are not going to see to it, but this is for your knowledge that this Newton-Raphson method can be generalized for the multivariable equations as well. Is this clear to everyone? If yes, please raise your hand so that I can move forward for the example. Very good. So now I will go to the example, Newton-Raphson method. This is what I have explained you, right? Remarks I will consider after the example based on this one, so that I will consider after the example. Right now we are going to see the example, that is this one. Find the root of 3x is equal to cos x plus 1 correct to 3 decimal places using Newton-Raphson method. Okay, so I will write it. Example, find the solution of 3x is equal to cos x plus 1 using Newton-Raphson method correct to 3 decimal places. Okay, please complete it. तो एक तो हमें फंक्शन चाहिए. In this case the given equation is 3x. I will write it as minus cos x minus 1 is equal to 0, and therefore now I can choose my function f of x as 3x minus cos x minus 1. Of course, being a combination of polynomial and trigonometric functions, it is continuous everywhere, right? Now the next step is we have to find out the initial approximation x0 using bisection method. तो bisection method अगर आपको पहले apply करना है तो you must have 2 points at which one of the point will have function value negative, one of the point value have function value positive. So let us find out that interval. So if I consider f of 0, then f of 0, then it is 0 minus cos 0 minus 1, that is minus 2 less than 0. F of 1 if I consider, then it is 3 minus cos 1 minus 1. Put your calc in the radian mode and then let me know what value of this at 1 you are getting. Actually find out an interval itself. What is this f of 1?
2.5403.
2.5403, that is, it is, sorry, greater than 0. So we got the interval within which root lie, right? So this is our a and b. So therefore take initial approximation x0 as midpoint of this two, that is 0 plus 1 by 2, that is 0.5. तो initial approximation हमें मिल गया using bisection method. तो अब हम Newton-Raphson formula apply करेंगे. So we can write by Newton-Raphson method तो क्या है मेथड, दैट इज xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn upon f dash of xn, n is starting from 0, 1, 2 and so on, राइट. तो अब हमें यहाँ पर फंक्शन तो मिल गया है, लेकिन उसका डेरिवेटिव भी चाहिए कंप्यूटेशन में. तो सिंस f of x is equal to 3x minus cos x minus 1 implies f dash of x is equal to 3 minus of cos derivative is minus sin, so 3 plus sin x minus 0. So this is what the derivative is. और अब जो हम कंप्यूटेशन करेंगे वो पूरा टेबल फॉर्म में करेंगे. तो वी विल राइट जस्ट हेडिंग ऑफ द टेबल, राइट. सो व्हाट इज इट? तो फर्स्ट कॉलम विल बी कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ द इटरेशंस, दैट इज n. फिर जो हम अप्रोक्सीमेशन लेंगे दैट इज xn. के बाद वी मस्ट हैव f of xn वैल्यू, राइट. और उसके बाद यहाँ पे एक्सप्रेशन अगर आप देखोगे तो वी विल रिक्वायर द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ इट इज ऑल्सो. The beauty of this method is you are not asked to find out the interval, right? जो भी iterated value है वो previous iteration पे depend करेगी, function पे depend करेगी और derivative of the function पे depend करेगी. We are not checking here the function value positive or negative in any subsequent steps except the first one where we have chosen our initial approximation. x0 एक चूज कर लिया, उसके बाद इंटरवल फाइंड आउट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो प्रीवियस मेथड में one of the column of the table has to be the interval in which we are always deal with this points where one is less than 0, one has to be greater than 0 and all those kinds of stuff, right? So in this table the required values are this one, in which we have already considered the initial approximation x0 at 0.5. Quickly find out the function value at 0.5. means f of xn जो है वो आपका क्या है? Let me choose the 3xn minus cos xn minus 1 और f dash of xn है 3 plus sin xn. तो आप 3 into 0.5 minus cos 0.5 minus 1 फाइंड आउट करके आंसर बताइए क्या मिलेगा? What is it? How many of you are actually computing it? Please raise your hand.
Minus 0.1224.
Yeah, just Shreyan's wait. I wanted to know that how many people having this scientific calci and they are computing it. There will be 1/4 of your class. Yes, Shreyans, what you are getting?
Minus 0.1224.
1224. Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Other
minus 0.3776.
Yes. श्रेयांश आपने कहीं पर कंप्यूटेशन में मिस्टेक की है. जस्ट सी minus 0.3776 is the correct answer. Please आप
Okay, ma'am.
reevaluate करिए और confirm कीजिए whether you are getting this one or not. Those who have completed this part, they can go for the derivative, that is 3 plus sine 0.5. What it will be?
Ma'am,
3.4794.
3.4794. Very good. So let us now take new approximation using Newton-Raphson method. तो formula क्या कहता है? It is x0 minus f of x0 upon f dash of x0. Means it is 0.5, that is x0 minus f of x0. So it is minus 0.3776 divided by f dash of x0, that is 3.4794. Right? So compute it and let me know this answer. Yes. Do you get any value? What is the x1 value you are having?
Ma'am, 0.6085.
0.6085. Very good. And function value of it?
0.005.
005. That is also the correct one. And derivative of the function, that is 3 plus sine 0.6085. 3 plus sine 0.6085 क्या आएगा? इतनी देर क्यों लग रही है आप लोगों को कंप्यूटेशन में?
Ma'am, 3.5716.
3.5716. Fine. So new iteration जब भी आप देखोगे तो it is x1, that is this point, minus this upon this. So it is 5716. So evaluate it and let me know the answer. अर्पित आप बताएंगे इसका आंसर. जल्दी क्विकली इसको इवेल्युएट करिए और आंसर बताइए.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
Anyone who has computed the second approximation?
0.6071.
Very good. That is the correct one. Find out corresponding function value.
Ma'am, 0.
कितने जीरो मिल रहा है?
Ma'am, point के बाद 5.
All of you are getting this one. Is it 58?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you can see that this is nearly equal to 0, right? और उसका डेरिवेटिव भी फाइंड आउट करोगे, then also if you find out the derivative you will have 3.5705. 5705. Please check it whether you are getting this derivative value of the function or not.
Yes, ma'am, वही है.
वही है ना? हाँ, तो अब देख सकते हो कि जब न्यू अप्रोक्सीमेशन हम लेंगे तो दिस इज ऑलरेडी आफ्टर डेसिमल पॉइंट विल हैव 5 zeros and further it is divided by 3.5708. तो उसको compute करोगे then only this number will not be affected up to 4 decimal point. तो ये जो है वो affect करने वाला है after 4 decimal point only, right? So if you compute it then also you will get the same answer. Please verify because this is very small in number. ये जो है वो आपका h है. h is very small in number. So x3 आपको वही का वही मिलता है या नहीं, जस्ट वेरीफाई. Are you getting 0.6071 same?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So you can see that two consecutive iterations are same. That is, when you consider the difference of it, it will be nearly 0, right? So we can choose our epsilon as any number which is greater than 0. And since we are asked to correct it up to 3 decimal points, that's why I have chosen it as 0.0001, right? Therefore, we can say required root is of 1 is 1 means the expression we have considered that I will consider as this one. So 1 is 0.6071. तो यहाँ पर इंटरवल देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, ग्रेटर देन 0 लेस देन वैल्यू देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, सीधा प्रीवियस इटरेटेड वैल्यू से ही आप फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो. सेकेंड ऑब्जर्वेशन इज 3 डेसिमल पॉइंट तक आपको यहाँ पर अप्रॉक्सीमेट इक्वल टू आंसर मिल गया इन जस्ट सेकेंड इटरेशन. You can understand how fastest convergence rate of this method is compared to the bisection method and regular falsing method. Here you can see we are getting just approximated root in the second iteration only, right? So this is very fast convergence method. So from this example, do you have clear-cut idea about the Newton-Raphson method? If you have any doubt, you can raise your query right now, otherwise I will move forward for the next example. Okay, fine. So let me consider the next example. Yeah, here. Find the iterative method to find out cube root of n, where n is a positive number, and hence find out cube root of 12 using Newton-Raphson method. तो हमें फाइंड आउट करना है यहाँ पर, एक तो इटरेटिव मेथड फाइंड आउट करनी है, राइट? किसको फाइंड आउट करने के लिए? क्यूब रूट ऑफ n को, वेयर n is any positive number. Of course, we have to consider the positive one, because for the negative one, this will be a imaginary number you can see, right? So therefore n has to be positive. तो पहले तो इसका iterative method find out करना है, and then we have to find out the approximated root of cube root of 12, right? ये दो क्वेश्चन है हमारे पास. So let us find out first iterative method. Iterative method के लिए we must have an expression. So expression क्या होगा? तो let us assume that ये कोई भी positive real number है, तो उसका जब भी हम cube root find out करेंगे, it will be some number. Let us call that number as x. So this will be x. Cube root of n is x. So in that case, I can write x cube is equal to capital N, and therefore x cube minus capital N, where n is a positive number, is equal to 0. तो expression मिल गया. Expression मिला, तो let us call that expression left hand side as x cube minus n, where n is any constant quantity which is positive real number. तो f of x मिल गया. Being polynomial, this is continuous everywhere, right? So now we can apply the Newton's Raphson method, which will give you the expression in terms of the iterative method for this cube root of n, right? So in that case, I must need f dash of x as well. So in that case, derivative of it will be 3x square. n is a constant quantity, तो उसका derivative 0 हो जाएगा. So by Newton-Raphson method, what we have expression as xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn upon f dash of xn, where n is running from 1, 2 and so on. तो that is equal to xn minus xn अभी हमें पूछा नहीं गया है, हमें जस्ट उसका इटरेटिव मेथड फाइंड आउट करना है, इटरेटिव एक्सप्रेशन फाइंड आउट करना है. तो वी विल कीप xn एज इट इज, बट इन दैट केस f of xn is x cube minus n, so f of xn will become xn cube minus n, and denominator is f dash of x. F dash of x is 3x square, therefore f dash of xn will be 3xn square. So this is what the iterative method to find out any cube root of any positive real number, right? तो ये जो फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल इज डन ओवर हियर. इटरेटिव है क्योंकि 0 को सब्सटीट्यूट करोगे तो x1 मिलेगा, n इज इक्वल टू 1 सब्सटीट्यूट करोगे तो x2 मिलेगा. सिमिलरली so on, if we goes on, then this will give you the iterations. That is, this is the iterative method to find out cube root of any positive real number. Now we are asked to find out cube root of 12. So in that case, take n is equal to 12, right? The obvious number has to be 12 because we are asked to find out cube root of 12 also. So in that expression from star, suppose I say, so therefore स्टार क्या हो जाएगा, क्यूब रूट ऑफ n फाइंड आउट करना, 12 फाइंड आउट करना है, मतलब यही इटरेटिव मेथड को हमें कंप्यूट करना पड़ेगा by taking certain iterations. So by star xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus, it will become xn cube minus 12, and denominator is free from capital N, so it will remain as it is. तो पहले तो जो फंक्शन, पहले तो हमें इनिशियल पॉइंट चाहिए. इनिशियल पॉइंट के लिए हमें बाइसेक्शन मेथड अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. किसके ऊपर? तो इन दैट केस we have to consider function f of x. Let me, function we have already chosen f over here, that is this one, x cube minus n is equal to 0, that is f of x is x cube minus n we have chosen. So since n is 12 over here, I will denote this expression as f1 of x, that is x cube minus 12, and f1 dash x will be 3x square, right? So therefore now if we substitute f of 0, so it is 0 minus 12, negative value. If I substitute 1, 1 minus 12, that is minus 11, less than 0 value. F of 2, that is 8 minus 12, that is minus 4, it is also less than 0 value. When I consider f of 3, it is 27 minus 12, that is, it is 15, which is greater than 0. So therefore आपको interval मिल गया. So by applying bisection method, initial approximation x0 is 2 plus 3 divided by 2, that is 1.5. तो initial approximation मिल गया, हमें derivative भी find out कर लिया है. तो now we are going to construct the table. तो टेबल के लिए we must require heading and xn, f of xn and f dash of xn. f of xn क्या हो जाएगा? It is x cube minus 12, rather xn cube minus 12. f1 I will denote it over here because we have chosen our function in terms of 12 as f1, and this one will be 3xn square. So this is what the heading of the table is, where we have already found the initial approximation x0, which is 1.5. Quickly find out its function value, that is 1.5 cube minus 12, and let me know the answer.
वो 2.5 होगा.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. In my mind, it was 3 by 2, so that's why I have written that is the correct one. This is 2.5. It is actually 5 by 2. Yeah, sorry for this one. क्या मिलेगा फंक्शन वैल्यू यहाँ पर?
3.625.
यस 3.625 और 3 इंटू 2.5 स्क्वायर
18.75.
yes 18.75. So when we compute first expression, first approximation x1, that is it is x0 minus this upon this. So 2.5 minus 3.625 divided by 18.75.
2.3067.
Yes, correct one. Function value that is 2.3067 cube minus 12. बाकी के लोग डेरिवेटिव कंप्यूटेशन करें.
0.2736.
0.2736. Yes.
And 0.276.
Yes.
2736.
Yeah.
Fifteen point nine six two six.
962. 1 और 3. What you are saying? बहुत जल्दी म्यूट कर देते हो अपने आप को.
6, ma'am.
6.
9626.
Fine, fine. So this is now new approximation will be this point minus this upon this. So it is 0.2736 divided by 15.9626. Yes, Joshi, please mute yourself.
Two point 2895.
95. Okay. Function value. बाकी ये लोग डेरिवेटिव वाला फंक्शन चेक करिए.
मैम 2.28955 आ रहा है तो 96 हो जाएगा.
9.
Yes,
ये
ma'am. 96.
राउंडिंग ऑफ करेंगे तो वो 96 हो जाएगा. ओके.
Zero point 0.00269.
269 आ रहा है.
0.0027.
27. ओके.
Function value 15.7268.
15.7268. Fine. So new approximation will be this minus this upon this. So 15.7268.
Two point 2894.
94. Fine. और function value
Minus 0.0004.
सो आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पर कि 3 डेसिमल पॉइंट तक हमें करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पर मिल गया है. प्रीवियस में वो 2896 था. इट इज़ 2894 फॉर द third iteration, right? So we can stop here, because absolute value difference, if you see, it will be 0.0002, which is less than epsilon. We can consider our epsilon as 0005. So this one, the required root is 2.2894, राइट. और अब एक काम करिए, आपने क्या फाइंड आउट किया? यू हैव फाउंड द क्यूब रूट ऑफ 12 विच इज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली इक्वल टू 2.2894. अपने साइंटिफिक कैलसी में फाइंड आउट करिए कि वैल्यू क्या मिल रही है क्यूब रूट ऑफ 12 की. Is it this one which I have written it on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so you can see that how precise answer we are getting from the Newton's reference method. Not only cube root, now you can find out any positive numbers radical from this method. You can at least find out the approximate answer, right, in which you have to choose the function. Like suppose if I find out nth root of capital N, where n is a positive number, in that case your function has to be x raised to n minus n. So this small n can be any number, capital N can be positive number, right? So in that way you can have the different kind of example you are given compared to the previous cases where you are just find out the linear and non-linear, transcendental and algebraic equation. Here we can find out the radicals of the numbers as well, right? So there are certain restrictions as well as the remarks regarding this Newton's-Raphson method. So what are this? Let me go through it. So these are the Newton-Raphson method converges provided the initial approximation x0 is chosen sufficiently close to the root. Means ये जो हमने ग्राफ लिया था, यहाँ पर ये पॉइंट रूट था, तो x0 आपने नियरर लिया होगा, तब भी Newton-Raphson method will be converge. Otherwise if it is far from the required root, this method will not converge. क्योंकि आप हर बार टेंजेंट लेते जाओगे, तो it is not necessarily for the function that always you reach at this particular point. This method is useful when the graph of f of x while crossing the x-axis is nearly vertical. Means आपने देखा होगा कि मैंने इस टाइप का ग्राफ लिया था. क्यों? क्योंकि जब ये x-axis को टच कर रहा है, वहाँ पर उसका जो टेंजेंट है that has to be nearly vertical. Vertical means this line. क्यों? क्योंकि जब भी f dash of x large होगा, टेंजेंट means it is derivative. आपको अगर एक्सप्रेशन याद हो तो इट इज xn माइनस एफ ऑफ xn अपॉन f डैश ऑफ xn. तो जब ये पॉइंट जो है वो लार्ज होगा, एट दैट टाइम दिस विल बी स्मॉलर क्वांटिटी एंड यू विल गो टुवर्ड्स नियरर एंड नियरर टू द पॉइंट xn एंड यू विल गेट द बेटर अप्रोक्सीमेशन. तो ये मेथड बहुत यूजफुल है जब ग्राफ ऑफ f ऑफ एक्सिस क्रॉसिंग x एक्सिस इज नियरली वर्टिकल. f dash x अगर 0 हो जाता है कुछ पॉइंट पे, तो दिस मेथड फेल्स बिकॉज इन दैट केस डिनोमिनेटर विल बी 0, राइट? सो f dash x 0 हो जाएगा तो दिस मेथड फेल्स. दैट इज द ड्रॉबैक ऑफ दिस मेथड. बाइसेक्शन मेथड में कोई ड्रॉबैक नहीं था, बट इट इज हैविंग ड्रॉबैक नहीं था मीन्स कहीं पर वो मेथड फेल नहीं होती थी. यू विल श्योरली गिव इट विल श्योरली गिव्स यू द रूट, बट इट इज अ लेंथी प्रोसेस. This method will fail when f dash of x is equal to 0. And as I have said, this method is not restricted to one dimension. Means एक ही variable हो ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है. You can generalize this method for multiple dimension, right? 2 variable में 3 variable में आप इसको extend कर सकते हो. And ये method जो है वो आपको सिर्फ real root नहीं देगी. It will give you the imaginary root also if you generalize this method in further multiple variables. 2 वेरिएबल में जाओगे तो एक्स वाई कोऑर्डिनेट, 2 वेरिएबल में जाओगे तो आप इजीली उसको x प्लस आई वाई फॉर्म दैट इज z वेरिएबल में जाओगे तो इट विल गिव यू द इमेजिनरी रूट, राइट? सो दिस आर दी सम ऑफ द बेनिफिट्स एज वेल एज द ड्रॉबैक्स related to Newton-Raphson method. You can do this example for yourself at home. As soon as I will go to the college, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will prepare the presentation file and I will share it with you with this regular falsy method as well as Newton-Raphson method. You can have the screenshot of this one and you can try this example at home, right? So from this one, now if you don't have a doubt, you can leave this meeting. Bye, take care.